What's the outlook for the LA Long Beach port complex for 2019?
I have to begin by looking at what happened in late 2018. This was a most atypical year in the Trans-Pacific due to the U.S.-China trade war. What happened is the peak shipping season for the holiday merchandise began in July, unprecedented. It usually does not kick in until late August. Secondly, the spring merchandise for 2019, which would normally come in early spring. The importers began to import in November and December. So in effect, there has been a continuous peak season from July 2018 right up to the present. What this did is it hit the largest U.S. port complex with record containers, but in a very compressed time. So the result was not only congestion at the marine terminals, but at the import distribution warehouses throughout Southern California. You're talking about more than 1.5 billion square feet of industrial property jammed. You could not put another pallet of cargo in there. And this has been the situation for at least the last 6 months. Bottom line, congestion. It just wouldn't go away.
How are the West Coast ports improving cargo handling to prevent a repeat of the 2018 congestion?
Yes, and there is a lot going on in that area. Starting with Los Angeles, Long Beach, it's mandatory trucker appointments now at all of the terminals. What this does is it allows the terminal operators to measure and manage the flow of trucks into their facilities to prevent lines from forming on the outside. All of the West Coast ports are looking at ways to use technology to, in effect, allow the truck dispatchers to have real-time visibility into the terminals where they're going to be dispatching their drivers. And there are a number of products out there that allow this, and the ports and the individual terminal operators are relying upon that technology to avoid bottlenecks, or if there is a sudden issue such as a container incident at a particular terminal which causes it to be shut down, then immediately the dispatchers can react in real time and divert their drivers to other terminals where you do not have an issue. So this is important. Now, Los Angeles Long Beach for some years now has been using, it's called peel-off, where you aggregate the imports of certain large shippers and you put them in a specific pile, and that way when the truckers come to retrieve a particular container, they can go right to that pile, and the containers are just, it's like lining up taxis at an airport. Each trucker takes the next available container. It saves a lot of time. And then finally, on the automation issue, automation has proved to be very trucker friendly. A specific example is the Long Beach Container Terminal Middle Harbor facility. Their truck turn times are sub 40-minute. The port authority, the port complex as a whole, last month it was 96 minutes turn times. So in that respect, we have to say that automation is contributing to improved truck turn times in the harbor.